From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your evening weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
It was another scorcher of a day around East Tennessee. Hi, everybody. Thanks for checking in with your evening weather forecast. It was hotter today than what it was yesterday. It was hotter yesterday than the day before. And actually, believe it or not, last Tuesday, not like 2 days ago Tuesday, but a week ago, we were at 78 degrees and we've been warming up ever since. Today, we had record high temperatures around East Tennessee. Not in Knoxville. Knoxville made it to 97. The record is 102, set back in 1948. Crossville had a record high of 95. The record was 91, set back in 1995. Chattanooga also had a record high of 101. The old record is 100, set back in 1993. And Tri-Cities was 1 degree shy of the record, which was 96, set back in 1953. So it was another scorcher, and the humidity started to pick up a little bit around the area as well. So as we get into the evening hours, it's still going to be hot. Here at the 6 o'clock hour and beyond, we're going to go from 94 down to 81 degrees by 10. But notice, still going to be dealing with a little bit of a heat index value because we've had a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere. And that's going to lead to a mild but muggier start to our Friday morning. We're going to have low temperatures in the 60s and 70s. As we head through the day on Friday, we start off with a little bit of river and lake fog like we've been dealing with over the last couple of days. Not a lot, but a little bit. As we get into the lunch hour, we'll probably have a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms developing across the mountains, and we'll have a little bit better coverage of a few showers and thunderstorms across East Tennessee throughout the day on Friday afternoon into Friday evening, but then things kind of quiet down as we get closer to sundown. This is all driven by daytime heating. Now, we do have a cold front on the way, and that's going to head our way as we get into our Sunday, which will spill in a better chance for some showers. But Friday's forecast, not a ton of rain, hit and miss spotty showers and thunderstorms, more of that typical summer pattern. And a hot one indeed. We're still going to make it into the low, mid, and upper 90s across the area, but we're adding more moisture to the atmosphere. And so that is actually going to give us heat index values back into the low 100s and near heat advisory criteria for many of us because we're adding more moisture to the atmosphere. Let's talk about that game day forecast. After Friday's high temperatures in the 90s, near 100 degrees for a heat index value and a heat stress in the moderate to high category, we're going to do it again on Saturday, but there are big improvements as we get into our Sunday as much needed rain moves on in and a little bit cooler weather as well. So here's your game day forecast Saturday. If you're heading off tailgating early in the morning, we're going to have temperatures in the 70s. As we get to kickoff, we'll be in the mid 80s, and then we're going to climb into the upper 80s to low 90s throughout the day on Saturday, but we're still going to have to contend with a heat index value, and there's a chance for a couple of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot, but probably a good idea to pack the rain gear just to be on the safe side. So let's go and walk you through our Saturday forecast. If you're heading off to tailgating early in the morning, no issues whatsoever. But from sunrise into the noon hour, we're going to start to see a little bit of activity. A couple of afternoon showers and thunderstorms will be developing. So lunchtime, not a whole lot of activity. That's kickoff. Kickoff, what, 12:30, 12:45? But as we head through the game and maybe the second half of the game, some of the models are indicating a few more spotty showers and thunderstorms on Saturday versus what we had on Thursday and what we'll see on Friday. So the coverage is going to increase a little bit on Saturday. A couple of these models have been indicating a little bit of activity near downtown. But again, it's afternoon showers and thunderstorms. You can't pinpoint them precisely, but something to keep in mind if you are heading off to the football game or having some watch parties. So keep in mind, this is going to take into account Friday and Saturday's rainfall forecast. And so again, not everybody's going to see the rain, but spotty afternoon showers and thunderstorms will be developing Friday and also on Saturday. Then as we get into our Sunday, we're going to be tracking a cold front, and that cold front's going to spill in a little bit better coverage of showers and thunderstorms that are going to swing on through. By the way, high temperatures on Saturday, back into the low to mid and a few pockets of upper 90s. And yes, we're going to still have a heat index value in the upper 90s to near 100. So if you're heading off to Neyland Stadium, listen, the tailgating is going to be great. The kickoff is going to be warm and toasty. The end of the game into the afternoon is going to be hot and muggy, and it's going to lead to elevated heat stress back into the moderate category. But Sunday, we start to shave that down, and that's all associated with the frontal boundary that's heading our way. So let's pick up our timeline. Cold front Saturday nights to our northwest. Cold front starts to slide our way Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's going to scoop up some moisture and bring us a little bit more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity throughout the day on Sunday. So I'd say late morning into the afternoon hours, we're looking at more widespread rain. So some beneficial rain because we desperately need it at this point of the game. All right, let's talk about your temperature trend over the next 7 days. We were at 97 degrees on Thursday. We're going to drop into the low to mid 90s Friday, Saturday. And then here comes the relief as we get into next week. And your dew points, they're going to climb. And that's why even though temperatures come down a little bit as we get into the upcoming weekend, dew points come up. And so therefore, Friday and Saturday, we're still going to have heat index values pushing close to 100. And then we'll get rid of that as dry air starts to settle its way on in. And here's some refreshing news for you. Climate Prediction Center is predicting the possibility of below average temperatures. Now, these are probabilities, but the probabilities have increased. That looks like we're going to continue to see a little bit of a cooling trend for the first week to maybe 2 weeks of September, which is great news to pass along. We haven't had a whole lot of rainfall over the last, 9-10 days or so. So we're going to definitely need the rainfall around the area. And of course, we're going to start to add to that as we get into our Friday and Saturday. Do we get some officially at the airports? We'll keep you posted on that. But you can see how rain chances will be elevated into the weekend and then fade away as we get into the start of next week. So let's show you the big picture. Rainfall accumulations, didn't see much on our Thursday. As we get into our Friday, a few spotty showers and thunderstorms. But again, as this cold front swings on through, you'll notice the rain chances and the coverage begins to increase, and I think more so throughout the day on Sunday as that frontal boundary swings its way on through. So Sunday, do anticipate more rain around the area. Friday and Saturday, just spotty afternoon showers and thunderstorms. But while we see a little bit cooler weather on the way, we may see a little uptick in those rain chances for the first maybe week to 2 weeks of September. So we'll keep you posted on that. Always check in with the East Tennessee Weather app. Listen, we're heading into the weekend. It's football season. If you're heading off to Neyland Stadium, you want to check in on the forecast. You can do so easily with your daily forecast weather updates. If showers and thunderstorms start to fire up, remember the interactive radar gives you current, past, and future radar of 2 hours, giving you everything you need to know for weather right here in East Tennessee or wherever you travel across the country. If you don't know by now, I am raising money for a great cause, the American Cancer Society, and I would love your donation and your help if you possibly could. So if you can, please just go check it out. I have a link at the top of my app and online at easttnweather.com. We're doing breast cancer awareness and research, and yes, most of the money stays right here in East Tennessee for those of you that may be asking. All right, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you back here on Friday morning for Wake Up with Witcher, starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Of course, weather updates start at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll be with you all through the weekend as we track those spotty afternoon showers and storms. See you then.